أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله
Holland is well known for its breathtaking landscape. Such beauty is reflected through the eyes of a single mother, determined to live every day as a Muslim woman. Islam is not unheard of in Holland. In fact, it is practiced and adopted by 7% of the 16.7 million people who live in a country so well known for its colorful tulips and beautiful windmills. Today, Rahmah Hulsman, a volunteer at the non-governmental organization Intercultural Huwencentrum Salam, receives a visit from two of her good friends, Shafiq and Hamidi. They wish to collaborate with Rahmah to provide help in many forms for the organization that Rahmah frequents. Their discussion leads to the help they can provide to Muslims living in Rotterdam. This has been Rahmah's typical daily routine for the last 13 years. She does the best she can to help those in need, especially single mothers and the elderly who are Muslims. Rahmah collects and stores dry food and essentials in a storage facility close to her home. Usually, Rahmah distributes food based on the number of members in each household. Among the food distributed by Rahmah is bread, vegetables, sugar, biscuits and other essentials such as diapers and medicine. Rahmah will usually make a list of everyone who comes for help. This is important because she must take into account the number of members in each household. For some, such work may be tiring, but for Rahmah, it is something which she very much enjoys. In her heart, she often chants the Kalima Allah, expressing her gratitude 1,000 times. She is happy to be able to help in the name of Islam and its followers. On certain days, she gets help from other friends. However, today Rahmah is on her own. Her friends are on their own mission, helping several Muslim families outside of Rotterdam.
For example, we have here tree. It's this one is for a family of 4 persons. It's a woman alone with three children. This one is for a woman alone. And that one is from a woman with 3 children. This is a woman alone with 1 son. This is from a family of also 3 children. This is a family of 1, all women alone. This is a woman alone with a small child for 1 year. This is a big family. This is a woman alone with 11 children.
After she finishes distributing the food, Rahmah rushes to a different non-government organization in a town nearby to pick up bread that is donated by one of the biggest bread manufacturers in Rotterdam. Since bread is the main food consumed in Holland, it is the main food distributed consistently to Muslim families who are not so fortunate. The journey takes a little over 30 minutes. The energy of this amazing woman is astounding. Rarely does she complain of being tired. There is always something for her to do to help, while her 3 children are at school. During the journey to their destination, Rahmah is always thinking of ways she can help, because the number of those in need increase each month. Often, the help she receives does not match up to the amount that needs to be distributed. Often, Rahmah uses her own pocket money to do what she can. She believes that helping those in need is crucial to their livelihood here in Holland. At the age of 42, Rahmah is a single mother raising 2 sons as well as a daughter she adopted, something that does not come easy to her. Rahmah converted to Islam when she was 25 years old. Her marriage to a man of Tunisian descent cemented her faith in Islam, even though her family did not approve of the marriage.
We just arrived, and here we get weekly we get the bread, and now I have take also some stuff for them, because they also have 130 families who give them food. But this is candy with pork, and we don't eat it, so I give it to them, and then they can give it away.
One of Rahmah's priorities is making sure the contents of the food distributed is halal, as sometimes she receives food that is not halal. Food made from animals that are not halal denominates the food that is manufactured in Holland, which is something that worries Rahmah. In this NGO, Rahmah is well known amongst the other volunteers. They are like best friends she sees every week to exchange food with at the center.
Every week I come to take here 100 of pieces of bread who go to the families of our organization, and we do it together with this organization. I take the bread to the house where we start today, and then I put it in the other basket, and then I go drive to the families.
After she got married, Rahmah began changing the way she dressed to follow the Muslim Shariat, which requires women to cover herself and best as she can. Rahmah at first wore sweaters with a headscarf in the winter, but when summer arrived, the same attire would certainly look odd to her family and friends. However, Rahmah says she quite likes wearing sweaters in the summer. Rahmah does what she can to cover herself up as best as possible. Looking back at her married life, it can be summed up to the old Malay saying, "I thought the sun would be out till the end of the day. Instead, it began to rain in the afternoon." Rahmah's husband divorced her after she gave birth to her 2 children. This knocked her off her feet. At one point, Rahmah even had to sleep on sidewalks because she had nowhere to go. Even with such adversity, Rahmah held tight to the teachings of Islam. Islam brought Rahmah to a life with the Creator, and with Him, all humans will return.
Syahadah, satu lafaz berbeza resam.
I started my organization in 2000, especially for people who convert to Islam. We all sisters, and we do many activities. And then 2 years ago, we have some sisters who go to a shelter home, but they stay coming in our activities. And then we say to the sisters to each other, we have to bring some back with food. And then after we go talking with many people, and then they say, oh, but I'm also very poor, but alhamdulillah we have Islam, but we sometimes my children don't have eat, and then we start more and more. And now we have 30 families.
Today, as usual, Rahmah is preparing to distribute help to those who will be assisting her in handing it out to those in need. This time, she heads to Haspersstraat, which is far into the corner of Rotterdam. Rahmah will hand out help to a single mother of German descent. This woman also chants the Kalima Syahadah. She came to embrace Islam after meeting many Turkish Muslims who live in her area. Rahmah smiles as always, greeting everyone she helps with the warmth of her kindness. Rahmah sees them as her own family.
My name is Hedia. I'm almost 6.5 years Muslimah. I have 3 children and I live in Rotterdam. I was born here also. And 1 year and a half ago, I lost my job. So I come in, a little bit in the problems with my finance and things. And I have to start all over again. And that's why via the masjid, I get to learn Rahmah. And Rahmah, she helped me out with a lot of things, with this food. We receive this package every week, and sometimes we receive some things extra, like vegetables or bread or things. So it's a good benefit for a lot of people. And yes, it's now for a couple of months. I don't know how long exactly, but it's a couple of months now. To be a Muslimah?
Yeah.
No, it's very easy for me. Yes, I was a little bit reading and study in Islam almost 10 years ago, but I didn't dare to make the step. I have no Muslim people in family, not my parents, not my brothers, not my sister. Nobody is Muslim. So for me it was a little bit difficult in the beginning to take this step, but 6.5 years ago now alhamdulillah, I make my Syahadah. And yes, afterwards I start study Islam and make prayer and learn all these things about Hadith and the Prophet. And so now it's a way of life. I start wearing the hijab maybe 6 months after I become Muslimah. And yes, but everybody have ups and downs. That's the test from Allah. And yes, I'm happy I make this.
There is indeed truth in the views of Hedia. Islam gives peace to its followers. Today, that peace can clearly be seen on Rahmah's face every time she buys food to give to those who need it.
Today we go buy food for the refugees in La Haye. I buy eggs, I buy cheese, I buy meat, I buy sugar, something to drink, all kinds of first food. Every week I go 1 time a week, and from 100 to 150 euros every week. And then they only have 2 meals a day, not 3, only 2. For example, last week it was Queen's Day, and we go sell some clothes and everything, and then we have 200 euros, and now we can buy food for them. So every time we find a way to find some money, or people give it, or we sell other things to get money.
The serenity on her face masks the troubles in her heart and mind.
My plan after this is going to La Haye, to the refugees, and to bring the food there, and do some socializing, talking, and that's what we do there. I'm happy because I know that I feed 30 people there. For example, I was on holiday. They don't have even 3 days. They don't eat nothing because I wasn't coming. So, and when I'm coming, I know that they eat and they have some fresh fruit and they have, food. And that makes me happy and that makes them happy. And it's a lot of pleasure I have, and I know that I also Allah make him happy. So it's the first thing what I do. Alhamdulillah, I always say the risk is from Allah, and He give me it. For example, 2 months ago we have nothing. We only have a few euros, and then I think, oh, how can I do it? How can I go on with all my good work what I do? And then, alhamdulillah, some people on the Islamic school, they make a fund, and then we get some money and we get some food, and then every time there's something like this. So, alhamdulillah, I count on Allah, and then it will be okay.
Syahadah, satu lafaz berbeza rasa.
Rahmah's life is a lot like her journey in refugees placed in an abandoned church. Once in a while, problems occur, but all is handled with the expression of gratitude that she is still able to pray to Allah. Upon arriving at the center for Iraqi refugees, most of them hurry towards her and help her carry the packets of food she has brought with her. Rahmah is like a heroine to these refugees who sometimes do not get the luxury of a single meal at all. This is because help donated to the refugees is not consistent. Due to this, Rahmah feels a calling in her pure heart to help in whichever way she can. These refugees initially stayed in camps that were in horrible conditions. The cruel winter drove them to take shelter in this old church. Here, Rahmah and the other volunteers try to interact and have activities with the Iraqi refugees. They want them to believe that the world still has human beings who care. Rahmah never takes a moment to just sit still, always up and about doing something to help. She even cleans the toilets used by the refugees. Should they see her doing so, she would be scolded, as she should not be cleaning the filth in that bathroom.
Those people, we are really appreciative from heart to them for what they do. They are really volunteered. They are bringing all kinds of things we need, food, different kind of materials, not only food, support, moral support, everything. And the most important thing is the bread they bring. They let us to survive every day. And like a group of Rahmah and other people volunteer from outside, Netherlanders, Iraqis, Moroccans, all different kind of all nationalities who hear about us. Of course, we appreciate them.
In Islam, we don't have push. We can push them to do something. I want to show them Islam on a good way, on a freedom way, because many of them, they are in their own country, they cannot practice Islam, or they have many back problems or something like that. So I want to show them the other kind of Islam, that we have to take care of each other, that we love each other without any personal relation, but the love like a brother and like a sister. I think this is also Islam, and this is why I can teach them the other side of Islam. And we have some boys, alhamdulillah, they start praying after when we come on Cook Camp. They start practicing Islam again. So, alhamdulillah, we do something only to be there for them. They can ask us everything, what they want, how we practice Islam, why we be converted, why we become Muslim. They want to know it. And then we tell, and then they say, oh, I really shame because you are from Holland. You become to Islam, and we are born in Islam and we do nothing. And then I say, inshallah, it will come. When you have a little bit peace, but don't forget to think about Allah. Make some dhikr, Allah. You know, make dua. If you cannot pray, make dua for yourself. It's a start. So be here, be there for them, give them food. I think this is the good way that we can show in Islam. And then, inshallah, we hope that they will go start practicing Islam again. Because some of the boys, they can very good Quran. They know everything. And then I said, oh, it's so sad that you stop do everything. And then they say, what? I do. I don't have paper. I go out my country. Why I do? And I said, yeah, Allah bring you here for not without a reason. And then slowly, we hope that they will be okay and start practicing Islam again.
The next episode. Despite the differences in physique and spiritual inclination, Suriname natives have proven that Islam provides guidance towards the right path.
From the valley of water, and we owe it to show grateful